Hey guys, Dr. Scotty here with Strength Rebels. Today what I'm going to talk to you about is what I consider to be the optimal prescription for health. This would be the type of exercise prescription that we believe of things that are necessary in terms of incorporating into your programming. And there's some aspects of this that might go against the grain in terms of what people consider traditional health and fitness. So what we're going to look at here is this triangle and this graph here, where the intensity is on the y-axis, time is on the x-axis, and so time is the duration of exercise, the duration of the activity. Okay, so as you can see, as the intensity goes up, the potential for duration goes down. So for example, if you're doing something that's really high intensity work, like high intensity intervals or high intensity strength training, in that range, we know that the duration of that is going to be a lot lower than if you're doing something that's lower intensity. The other side of that is the lower intensity work that can be done for a long duration. Now, what we really believe from a Strength Rebels perspective is that both aspects of these are the things that we really want to focus on. So for example, this low intensity, longer duration stuff would be your general physical activity throughout your day. Okay, so this could be aerobic exercise if you wanted it to be. This could be general activity, it could be gardening, it could be walking your dog, it could be anything that you really enjoy and that you can increase your overall physical activity throughout your day. Break up your sedentary time by doing some general activity, spend more time throughout the day doing activity that you like to do, that you'll continue to do. So that's one aspect that has to be there from a physical activity and health perspective. The other aspect then is the higher intensity work, and we really believe that most people don't do enough work in the higher intensity scheme of things, and they really miss out on the benefits that can happen with a good quality strength training program or a high intensity interval type program. Where a lot of people and a lot of the fitness guidelines say is they spend their time in this middle zone. And this middle zone is a no man's land, unless you're really talking about doing endurance type training, or if you're doing something that involves working at a moderate intensity but more from an interval perspective. General national guidelines will tell you that moderate intensity work over a long duration is where to go. Now, I certainly don't have a problem with taking this low intensity work and pushing it a little bit into that moderate intensity zone. But the key here is that what we're not talking about is aerobic or endurance training. You don't need to train like a marathoner. You don't need to train like someone who's going to run a 10K or do a road race, unless those are the goals that you have. From a general perspective, if we spend the vast majority of our time trying to increase our physical activity at a low intensity perspective, and then spend our time in the gym and our rehab time doing things that are a little bit more high intensity, we reap the benefits of both the aerobic and the anaerobic type adaptations that you can get without really getting into the middle zone, which potentially has more risk. It's a little bit more uncomfortable, and it doesn't give you the benefits that you'd get by adding this to your gym program. That's it for today. Make sure you ask questions in the comments and subscribe to the videos to see more.